Hello, everybody, and welcome to Speed Gaming 4. We are wrapping up the group stage of this Link to the Past randomizer tournament. Today we have a tiebreaker match in Group A between Hitman1382 and Coin Chaser. They are both 3-3 in this group, and the winner will advance into the bracket stage of the tournament. It is win and in. I am TJ Melstrom. I will be doing commentary for you alongside Proa. How are you doing?
Pretty good, yeah. We got ourselves a win and in match, and we're going to be doing ad keys with boots. So expect a lot of insanity here in this tiebreaker matchup. And again, with a 128 player field, we will be down to 64 soon enough. And one of these very fine players will be moving on to the knockout rounds.
The loser of this will not be able to advance to the next stage. Before we get started, I just want to shout out our trackers, Arbu and Darakshana. So thank you both for doing tracking for us today.
Yes, absolutely. There's going to be a lot of tracking.
A lot of keys. There'll be so many keys. Oh my god, there's so many keys in this mode.
A lot of keys, a lot of rando. And...
Like, have you ever just walked around like your neighborhood or a cave or something, just like be like, man, somebody just threw a lot of keys over here, and that never happens, right?
I wish it did.
You wish it did. You just want to pick up keys and just put them in your belt like you're a janitor or something.
Yeah, it's like
you think those janitors with like a bunch of keys in their belt like knows what each single key does at any given moment?
Probably after a while they do. And all right, so Hitman starts at the house. So does Coin Chaser, and so yeah. So with boots right off the bat, our runners are going to have freedom of action to really, speed along here and really get some good movement going.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's much easier to chase coins with boots.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, and they're already going to Sahasrara.
This is a good opening play. You have boots to open the closet. You're still looking for resources. It's basically a free check.
Right. And Skull is the green pendant today.
We're gonna need it anyway. There's some bombs. Nice. All right. Okay. I've seen worse closets. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. I mean, yeah. half magic not even admitted into this. That's pretty good. And money.
All right, we're good on resources. This is good. This feels good. Good.
So our runners are going to very likely do the standard CAC checks, and we'll see if first they're gonna, but with the addition of bonk rocks, so.
Another free check. Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh.
So, man, that turned Coin Chaser's screen green.
Yeah. So,
not chicken lumberjack with boots. Ambitious. I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Bush Crab is giving us ammunition, which we didn't have.
Another piece of heart for a vanilla piece of heart, I might add.
What is it? Is that a shield or a high five?
I think that was a shield.
Okay, it was blue.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, get the money. Come on. All right, fine. We're cutting corners here. No problem.
Yeah, in that spirit of cutting corners, depending on how our runners feel about their confidence, they might be doing some of that, skipping stuff they might not have done, they might go for otherwise, because, the mantra's got to go fast, sure, but, in a win and in situation, you might feel compelled to take some chances you might not otherwise have done.
Yeah. Nice hook shot. Oh, there we go. For a second, I thought I forgot there were keys in this mode.
Right. So yeah, our first key is a key to pod. Oh boy.
By the way, I like how you take the time to pick up the pots, but not take the time to pick up the 20 in the forest. Like, come on, what are we doing here? You either get the money, or you don't. Pick a lane here.
So onto the well.
I'm running kind of low on bombs here too, so another reason just to get as many resources as possible.
Mm-hmm. There's $20. More money. Right. So with Fighter's Sword, that might compel our runners to maybe make a run towards Tower of Hera, because there'll be a lot. You could do it with just glove, but this might entice them to go in that direction.
It could. It's not in logic yet. We don't have no logical method of getting up the mountain. Also, there's no keys for it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of a really aggressive play to go do that right now. You can go go get a dungeon done right off the bat, and you'll have a lot to do up there with that mountain with that hook shot. But man, oh man, there's plenty more to do before we even think about doing that just yet.
For sure. And the Chicken Hut was a map to pod. Chaser's having some minor frame issues at the moment.
He's going too fast.
Yeah.
The game can't keep up with the speed.
Apparently.
Could have saved some money if you had just done that tavern first. And Hitman is going to be making the same. I don't want to say it's a mistake because it's not, but.
Library's got a key and a key to Skull Woods. Well,
okay, all right. Early on, you're going to see a lot of keys that don't really mean anything just yet.
No. And blind check here by Coin Chaser on the race game. He's like, "Yep, I'm going to do this."
Only really see this kind of thing in key sanity modes where it's like, yeah, the chances of this being useful are higher, but not this time. Man, we could have saved money on bombs. Imagine that.
Yeah, $50 down the drain. So Coin Chaser is going back to the starting gun and is going to make the southward run toward the dam and then Mini Moldorm, and we'll. So continuing on the volume check for items here, Hitman is starting at Sank.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was Back of Escape probably.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Thieves Town, small key.
Oh,
ooh, our first big key.
Also to Thieves Town?
It didn't say.
What was it? What was it?
Well, there's the lamp. Lamp and lamp.
Is this one of those ADTs where all dungeons are AGA one words? Wow. Okay, that was.
Yeah.
What key was it? Big key to what? Big key to what? Oh, I guess we're lucky it was like the dam and not some obscure check.
We'll
find out momentarily.
Big key to Hera.
Mm-hmm.
And our tracker is saying that the big key was perhaps to Swamp Palace.
Okay, that's not that fun. Kind of boring, actually.
Yeah.
But appropriate in that location.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get verification on that right here. It is the big key, the Swamp Palace, and this game stinks.
Yep, and all right, so going to the. We didn't see what that last key was either, but we'll stand by on that. And we got 10 arrows at Ice Rod Cave.
I know we got the big key to Hera, which is significant considering what you had just said just a moment ago about going to Hera. We do have that climb in logic now with that lamp.
Yeah.
It was a compass, not a key at all. Okay.
Oh, it was a compass. Okay. So yeah, again, we gotta get 10. Well, no, we don't. We gotta get
not this one.
Not seven. Considering we're playing for crystals here, we'll see.
We're playing for everything. You gotta do it all.
Gotta do it all.
All right, what's this loser have?
All right, so
You're just taking his life savings, huh?
Well,
Poor guy.
all right, so our runners will be
Somebody's gonna head up the mountain, right?
I would think so. I mean, there's really not a. I mean, Hyrule's still in play, which is not insignificant. But you know, considering what the logic is telling us, Death Mountain is the best play now.
Yeah, they're kind of just shoving them up there, aren't they?
Yeah, Hitman's like, nah, I'm not going for no hobo money.
I think he went to check the island and then went to do this check.
Yeah.
Follow. Let's see what this is. It's a key. TR. 2 keys. 2 TR keys. 2 turkeys. Wet turkeys.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's November, right? It's time for Thanksgiving. It's turkey season. Yeah. Gobble gobble.
Yes.
Oh, now we're gonna check lumberjack. Okay.
Yeah. Routes that out pretty well, actually, all things considered.
It wasn't. It was in fact a shield.
So, and for those watching in Mexico, Happy Day of the Dead.
Oh, that is today, huh? Dia de los Muertos.
Yes, indeed.
Now we're going to yeah. So we have another option that we do have that Master Sword. So Hyrule Castle is something they can do, as well as the first check inside Castle Tower.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's much more of an indication to go up the mountain. You have the Harabig, you have a lamp and a glove taking us up there, a hook shot getting us an entire other side with a bunch of stuff over there. What is this? What are these Skullwoods keys for, huh? Why are we getting all these Skullwoods keys here? We don't even have Dark World access, for God's sakes. Did we just wait on that?
Yeah, really? Yeah, so, runners largely in sync at the moment. Chaser maybe doing a little better with his movement and all that, but I mean, we're still 10 minutes into this thing.
Yeah,
so
Coin Chaser's movement has been pretty sharp so far. Probably coming over to this side of the mountain and looking for... Maybe you can find another Hera key before going in, and we'll get that basement out of the way.
Baby shield and shovel, and there's the hammer.
Check that hammer out. That's pretty cool.
I think that was a bottle with blue goo in it.
We're gonna get that because we don't have a bottle yet. And this Paradox Cave is kind of crap.
Yeah, not the best we've seen, and yeah, that was blue goo. So well, we got a couple of fetch quest items so far. We got the shovel and the bottle. So we'll see how our runners make use of that. But right now, Hitman getting a nice little more Dark World access here. We got 10 arrows on the floating island.
Still a Moon Pearl short, but that's probably just in Hera, right? Right?
Yeah, probably. Or, Spiral Cave. That does seem about right.
Well, we'll find out momentarily. Definitely not. The Moon Pearl's not going to be in here. Are you kidding me? This is going to be 3 bombs. Maybe a map. No, it's a map. It's a map to Thieves Town. Okay, that is the weirdest looking maps to Thieves Town I've ever seen. Yeah, get the money. That's right.
Yeah, and he takes the intentional death there.
Okay, we still only have 3 hearts. Well, Hitman.
Yeah.
Coin Chase has been all this movement. He's got his we're working on his cardio a little bit. What is the sword? The sword, jeez.
All right, so red sword.
It's more orange than red.
Yeah. Nice. Refill there.
I do wonder what's in the big chest, or at least up here. Something's got to be up here, right?
Yeah.
Like the seed made a beeline for you to come up here. It's like, hey, go to this place. Yeah, for what reason? I don't know.
$20. Yeah, it's like in terms of overworld checks, we're we got a couple of fetch quest things to do, sure, but you know, the numbers are starting to run thin on where that pearl is.
Well, let's see. We still have a Gina's Cave, which would be pretty bad at this point. That bottle turn-in Kakariko. We have Hyrule Castle still undone. Nobody's dipped Eastern Palace. That could be a fun place for that because, you know, we love to see that kind of thing happen. Zora is in logic with the glove.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Castle Tower key. There you go. Okay, there it is. There's your direction right there. That is the next step for both Coin Chaser and Hitman, I think. I think after finding that key, having Hyrule Castle undone, with both chests now open in Castle Tower, right after this Paradox Cave, Hitman is going to go do that.
Yeah, the other check on the table is Shovel at the other Grove.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are choices here.
There are. I mean, ideally, you'd want to save Hyrule Castle for like a pyramid check when you're holding that mirror. Ideally.
Sure. Ideally, but, you know, when you're also dealing with the numbers game here, it's like, for a certain point, you just kind of have to concede to that what you want it to be is not necessarily what it will be.
Well, the most fun possibility right now would be a second Castle Tower small key, and the Moon Pearl is just on the pyramid anyway, so...
Naturally, yeah.
That's the most fun thing to think about, because everybody always wants to see that, and it never happens.
Yeah. And, you know, for a tie-breaking race, we want all the chaos.
Well, Lord knows there's nothing on Lumberjack, so there's very little incentive to go do that beyond needing to do that dungeon. And quite frankly, doing that early kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Like the world state gets all wonky, and you lose access to, like, mirror saves. So that if there's no reason to do it, just put it off.
So our runners are, again, almost entirely in sync here. Chaser might have a very small lead, but that's negligible at best. And okay, there's the save and quit by both. They are done.
I think we've pretty much reached parity with each other now.
Yeah. So Hyrule, Hitman is... Oh, Hitman's, I think, going for the
He's gonna dig first. Check. Yeah.
Dig and probably, you know, the Sick Kid as well.
Yeah, he might go to Sick Kid after this. I think that's the right decision to go.
Yeah.
If you're doing this, you do that.
Yeah. So just a burrito.
What is that? What is it? I'll never know. We'll never know what map that is. It's logically required. We need those. We need maps to be in logic. What are you doing? What was that? What was that? What was it? Oh my god, I can't stand this. I can't stand.
So, you know, Uncle did have a map to Hyrule Castle, which actually kind of makes sense.
Man, you'll need this. It was a chest full of green gas. Oh, look, $1. So that was the wrong answer, apparently. Hitman, yeah.
So in terms of checks, we're running low at this point in Hyrule Castle, and man, this is driving me nuts.
It is a little infuriating, isn't it?
Anyway, all right, so we're chewing the back of escape. A small key to Meyer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. That means a lot. Sure. One key to Meyer means a whole lot. Not like 3 is important or nothing.
Yeah. So.
All right, what was it? What is it? It's bombs. Okay.
Yeah.
How underwhelming.
All right, so there's a bit of love.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Castle Tower, and then we're gonna find a Moon Pearl or something, or we're gonna find a second Castle Tower small key, and then we'll all laugh at how funny it is, and then they'll finish Aga 1, and then still wonder where the Moon Pearl is, probably.
Probably. I mean, you know,
best case scenario.
Only the best in our tie-breaking matches.
Yeah. I mean, nothing in what Coin Chaser is doing right now is in logic. That Hyrule Castle small key is not showing its face, so we're not going to find anything important here.
Yeah.
Well, not anything pertinent to immediate progression anyway.
No.
We gotta find something.
Chat brings up a good idea. Gonna find the book next.
Oh yeah, that's a good joke. You can go right back up the mountain.
Yeah, a nice knock joke for our or collect money for the scam fish. Yep. And well, there's $50. So
this is why you always get the money.
Always get the money. Yes.
All right, let's see what kind of jokes this seed got for us, because if I know one thing about Zelda Randomizer is that it tells a lot of jokes and they're not funny.
Yeah.
Oh boy, if Coin Chaser screw me any more green, we could do a weather forecast in front of it.
Yeah, really.
What is that?
Key to Hello.
Oh my god, it is the book. It is the book. That book is coming. Oh boy, here it comes. There's so much green on the screen. You know what else is green? The book. Which is right here. Oh, what? Was there a compass there? See, I told you this game has terrible jokes. Jesus.
I mean, yeah.
It wasn't a book. It was a compass.
So Coin Chaser's going to do some of the stuff that Hitman just did, and find himself horror for it. But well, a dollar richer. That's what he'll be.
A dollar richer.
Yeah.
Oh, now we'll find out what the map is. What is it? It's Ganon's Tower. Okay. Does that make it in logic? Do you need the Ganon's Tower map for Ganon's Tower to be in logic? I never actually thought about
that. That would be something.
You know what else would be something? Not having progression be in Eastern Palace. But yes, honestly, that is incredibly dull and boring, and nobody ever wants to go there.
Well,
what's left? We got that. We got Agini's Cave. We got Zora. So, pick your poison here. Just go to Eastern Palace.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 checks there, so yeah, there's really... If you're playing the game by numbers, that's the correct answer,
I like the color by numbers.
Well...
One time I made a fish look like a rainbow. It was a lot of fun.
Isn't there a book about that? Like, didn't it have like a fish with like rainbow scales or something? I remember like in grade school something about that.
I know the rainbow trout that we talking about.
No, it was a children's book, but had rainbow scales or something.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, probably something like that. Sure. I should write a children's book about how much Eastern Palace totally sucks.
Alright, so our first check is a little bit of love.
So what's it here, Proa? Is the progression in here, like, statistically, yeah, right?
Statistically.
Sure.
Yeah, nobody checked, well, it's not in logic, but I would have loved to see what the ledge was. Just more taunting.
On desert? Oh, that's cute. Adorable. Where's the Eastern Palace big key? Is it in here?
Yeah.
Are we that funny? Are we trying to do stand up now? You ever go with the Eastern Palace and there's a bow inside the dungeon? Oh, that Eastern Palace. So stereotypical.
Yeah. I can't.
Seriously, if this is Eastern Palace big, I'm gonna laugh very hard.
Okay, one more check with the map to Skull Woods, and oh, please be Eastern big. I just want to keep this this joke running.
Right? Any vanilla keys in the audience? Any vanilla keys? Huh?
Oh, Link 8 has a good one. Zora has the big key.
Zora has the big key. All right, let's go. What do we got? This is fun. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. We're getting the money now. That's right. Oh, now you're getting in, huh? You couldn't be bothered to pick up a $20 bill, lay on the floor in the woods, but no, you gotta. Yeah, now you're working for your paycheck. Here, look at this. See,
47 to 461 on the count.
pick it up. Pick the money up. Pick it up. How many times I gotta tell you people this? Pick it up. Oh my God, it's the movie.
Ah, there it is. The Merle has arrived at 2315.
The essence of humor is circumventing expectations. There you go.
Yep. So our runners are taking different routes here. Chaser is going to do go for some hype cave.
I view this as the better route usually, and not because I'm partial to hype cave or nothing. Even though that's a little bit part of it, but this is. I mean, you go this way, you see Johnny, you get his stuff in his closet, and then you go west, and then you mirror, and then you go back through Kakariko, and then you do the hammer stuff, and that's how you get up there. And that is a big key to Eastern Palace, right? No, okay, we're not that funny anymore. All right, we stopped telling jokes. We're all business now. Okay.
Ether, small Q2, PP.
Okay. Well, that was exciting. Let's do it again.
Yeah, this time with feeling.
Yes.
Hitman gonna take a peek into Skull Woods.
Oh, we're going this away.
Chaser's
he's chasing coins. I mean, he was living up to his name back there in Eastern Palace. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's doing this. He's doing this track over to Catfish, and then we're going to Zora. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, do a 2-for-1. Nothing on the pyramid.
Yeah, you know, for a guy named Coin Chaser, it sure does feel averse to picking up money lost in the woods.
Yeah. It all works itself out. Bug catching net for Hitman.
Are we going to? We're going to pod? Are we really going to pod right now?
Wow.
We're dead ass going to pod. Okay, this is really aggressive.
This is aggressive.
Keys. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do some stuff. And
we can do most of the things in here. We can't finish the dungeon. Obviously, we can't do any of the 6 key stuff. We can get, if we spend your keys right, you can get what, 10 out of 14 things. Nice powder and skull.
Yeah, there. Got it. Now we're gonna turn down the magic powder. A little love there. One more check for Hitman. Then he's got a nope out of here.
So this is the kind of play, by the way, when you're in pod here, you do have access to most of the dungeon with 2 keys. You can get a lot of stuff out of this, right?
Yeah.
This is a play that seems like excellent on paper. Oh, he's saving this key. Okay. He's taking the extra time to keep these keys. Maybe even spend another one.
So nothing there. Hitman looks like he's gonna do the loop-de-loop, and he might get to Zora first.
Maybe. It is one of our less light world things in Logic. But depending on what's here for Coin Chaser, if there's like nothing on this route and he just spends all this time in this dungeon, okay. Game wants to be funny again. There's a small key to there's a small pod key.
Oh.
So he'll be able to do even more of the dungeon than was than I had previously guessed.
That was kind of, you don't necessarily hope for it, and there's a small key to desert. Mm-hmm. Not something you necessarily hope for, but it's like, well, save me some time and trouble.
It's nice to have, and honestly, if you're gonna save keys like this, I might have done the as a swamp swell. Okay, I might have done like the big key chest right here, the drop down. Mm-hmm. But no, I guess he's just deciding that because he found that small key, he just resume a normal route with a little more of with a little more comfort, a little more of a key cushion, if you will.
All right, so
deciding that his time is more valuable than these checks right now, and we don't know that for sure.
Yeah, there's some good volume to be had here with thieves. We got the 3 overworld, and then we got 4 checks in the dungeon itself.
Oh, now you want to get the money. Chasing coins. Coin chaser chasing coins. I love it. Oh, good. A mushroom.
Well, that might spark him to actually go toward the Zora after this. You know, just clear everything off the board. Key to GT.
Yeah, I respect using this key here. I think you gotta.
Yeah.
Was that something to get his tower?
I think that was GT Big Key.
I think it was GT Big Key.
Yeah.
What a time for that to freeze up.
And there's a pod small key for Hitman.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why coming into pod with more keys versus fewer is usually more beneficial. Because you don't want to have to come back to this dungeon not having been able to do those 6 key lock things. It's like a lot of the times you're gonna see some stuff in there. It was GT Big Key we're getting from our tracker right now, so that's a huge pickup.
Well, whatever that last chest wasn't of consequence. There's no text scrolls, so Chaser's done with pod. Hitman so far has come up blank on Thieves Town.
I wouldn't say it's blank on Thieves Town, sure, but like the Village of Outcast on a whole has been not so bad. See, there's
there it is.
Swamp Small and Flippers, and you have the ability to get through Swamp Palace in one swoop now. And then you can do Palace of Darkness after that, maybe even single dip it.
It's possible, yeah, and it's still, that is very big for Hitman. Hitman is going to do the powder check. Good idea. Yeah. We're in the neighborhood.
The more keys that Hitman walks into Palace of Darkness with, the better off he'll be, because he does not want to miss that GT bake.
Yeah, Coin Chaser is going to complete the cycle with the drug deal.
Pretty sure that was an intentional bonk.
I think so. A small little piece of heart.
I'd pick it up. We're like really short on health here.
Yeah, Hitman's up to 8 hearts. A lot.
Yeah, I have seen more games lost to hubris than any check, any execution. Just flat out hubris has lost a lot of races.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. So Hitman's gonna get a few more overworld checks, starting with the digging game. Ooh, he missed Chaser a little short there on the throw.
Yeah, nice free throw, Shaq.
Yeah, it's like what's his face? Bombos.
Well, that's a little. I mean, I guess it's close.
Just $20 for Hitman. He barely turns a profit off of the digging game.
I'm still kind of strapped for cash here. We're about to see Zora. Hitman got these 2 turkeys earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't actually see what was up there, but now we know that it's in logic with the flippers and sitting in Thieves Town.
Yeah. It's a vanilla piece of heart at K45. A big key.
Yeah, Coin Chaser's going to try to splash the lead for that. And depending on what's on Zora, have a pretty easy time of it, I think. Oh, he's still not water walking. Okay. I thought he was water walking.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, map of swamp.
Which we're probably about to hit right now. Man.
Yep.
Oh, he bonked and lost his water walk. Okay, that makes sense. It's a bit of a tough one. This is very precise.
The Lord of the Synth like put that 500 rupees in a money market mutual fund, and we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
Last chance here. Get it done. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, the trick to doing that particular splash delete right there is you want to shoot your arrows while you're moving. so that they'll get stuck in the wall a little bit longer. You'll have more time to drop the bombs. It's still pretty tough to pull off, and I'm pretty inconsistent about it myself. But I'll get those flippers, and he's going to head back there, so...
Yeah, 10 bombs for Hitman. So Coin Chaser's just going to carry on and go into the Dark World, do all the checks that Hitman did, and he's probably going to be less than amused when he sees what is there in Thieves.
Might be relieved, actually, because that big key is still fresh in his mind.
Yeah, it's like it might be a little both like irritated and relieved.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh, like really? So swamp is fully clearable, and that's unusual at least at this stage of the race. Usually don't get that to like the 80-90 minute mark.
Yeah, it is a bit early, and we have every key. We have both keys, I should say.
Yeah.
Setting this up, I think he's got it. Yeah, almost.
Nope.
Oh, hit left. Okay, there you go. We got it. We in there.
Like, it's getting a little dicey with the Stealth is kind of causing problems there, but it gets through it. All right, so as we now are around the 35-minute mark, we've seen, between the two of our runners, a lot of the good items here. Seem to be we're heading towards what looks like a rod/cane endgame. So those are the key items at this point.
I thought the keys were the key items.
Well, yes, but and those are needed for completion. But in terms of item inventory, that's where it's at right now.
Wow, what a left side swamp.
Yeah, that was, it really validates all the people who skip it without, so much as a second thought, doesn't it?
Yeah. If it had stuff every time, people wouldn't skip it and people wouldn't lose their races because of it, so, yeah.
Yeah. So, you can lose in so many ways.
Oh, there's like one way to, there's like only one specific way to win each sheet, but there are plenty of ways to lose everyone.
Yes, absolutely. So Chaser's kind of running the northern route here. Is not doing Thieves Town at the moment.
No.
All right.
It's being more like Hitman Chaser right now.
Yeah. Okay, big chest is $50.
Has there been anything good in this swamp yet? No, right? There's nothing useful yet. Like the seed has put us directly here. Maybe not directly, but like pretty. Like these keys and these items to get into this dungeon and complete it, pretty accessible right from the get go. So something maybe.
Something.
Like a small key. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Okay. Our answers come in the form of the Infinity Gauntlet. Right.
And, with that, the big key to Ice Palace kind of directly in his path, because that was at a Hype Cave, Hitman will have a few things to think about. Like
going to Ice Palace? Hey, Ice...
Well, he can't yet. Until he goes to Catfish. But
besides the fact it's kind of a rough route through there without any small keys or Samaria. You're gonna be spending a little bit of time in Ice Palace. You don't wanna.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not a dungeon you want to double dip by any means. But if you feel like, well, I'm getting pretty close to these, like, really running the tables here, could be under consideration. I was say, so $300. So Hitman finishes his second dungeon at 37.24.
Right, now mitts are available, which will probably further de-incentivize Hitman from going to the pod area.
Yeah.
Although, let's see what's next here. Yeah, we're going north for reasons undetermined. Oh, we're doing Hype Cave. He's doing Hype Cave. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, that that's an easy call. So after
Okay.
that, he still has the eastern part of the northeastern part of Dark World and Light World to take care of, and he'll get a big key out of it.
All right, so we are continuing on. We are not terminating here. Oh, we're going back along the oh, we're gonna check the red crystals. Okay. Then where do we go? So many questions, Proa.
Hera and Dark Palace, so we were halfway home.
We are.
Alright, so 2-to-1 advantage to Hitman. Long-term advantage also appears to be in Hitman's favor overall, just based on taking down Swamp, and we'll be able to get another big key without really having to do all these extra checks that Coin Chasers had to do so far.
I mean, there's a chance it's just a Skullwoods big key and it means nothing.
It's entirely possible, and
He's going with Catfish, so we're gonna find out. He's already done Graveyard Ledge, so there's really no other reason to go up here other than Catfish, Zora, and
right,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right, yeah, it's like, do this so you don't ever have to come back here again.
Exactly.
It is a kind of a double dip, but it's not,
It's a clean and efficient way of wrapping all of this stuff up.
Exactly.
And then afterwards, you can think about Ice Palace.
Right, and with the clear set of the medallions, what other checks? I mean, you could do Dark Death Mountain, I suppose. There's a decent amount of volume to be had there.
By the way, this is the nicest looking Dark World water I've ever seen.
I know.
Right?
All right, so. Oh yeah, we still need a flute as well.
Yeah.
Our flute. Where is our flute?
It's somewhere.
Yeah.
For all we know, Misery Meyer's a pendant to the flutes in GT. But then we need another method of ingress into Desert Palace.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see what this big key is.
All right.
The
Moment of truth.
The anticipation is killing me. I must know. Don't be Skullwoods. Be exciting. It's Misery Meyer.
Well,
that's necessary. That's important. Well, the good news is that Coin Chaser is not going to leave that behind, because I'm sure he's thinking about it.
Gotta be, yeah.
Yeah. At any point after Ice Palace, that's an easy get. So no need to worry about it.
No. Yeah, Hitman is going to do the Dark Death Mountain checks, which is good. I mean, there's a nice bit of volume there, and actually can also open up Turtle Rock if he so chooses.
Sure, but there's nothing we can do with it unless you're really hovering.
No, yeah, it's just more like, well, let's just open that up while we're here. You're gonna have to do it eventually anyways, so...
Well, you can choose not to. Well, Turtle Rock you have to, but...
You could choose.
Yeah, you could walk away from this. You can be like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this.
And rebel against the system.
That's
rebel
right.
Against the system.
Right? Smash the system. Smash the state. Iron and copper.
Exactly. All right. Here we go. We got bombs and the arrow of truth.
When's the last time this check has been worth anything?
It's been a minute.
It's been super boring for like 3.5 months. Maybe longer.
I don't remember anything exciting at SG Live. Nothing like that, no.
No, certainly not. Believe me, I was there. I saw it.
Yeah, so was I.
Oh, were you? I must have missed you.
Yeah, I was around.
Okay. I didn't know you were back there. Well, that's a turkey's in here, huh?
Yeah, TR.
Oh, that's it. Do we do that? Do we do that now? We're doing that now, right? Yeah. Go. Good.
We're in the day. He's going. I think he's doing.
We're doing
it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Fulfill your destiny, Hitman. Yeah, this is a real-time sync, but, you know, when the Cosmos give you the sign.
Right? Only people who wear goofy masks don't do this check.
Yeah.
I am not aficionado of goofy checks, by the way. I don't,
Yeah.
Also, this is just good time to think about your next step. You just stand here, you stare at your tracker, you go through what your options are. At the same time, you're getting something that's maybe in logic and, you know, you never want to see again. And once you're done planning your route out, you can start, you know, coming up, thinking about what you want to make for dinner. You know, if you want to call that girl you met at the bar the other night.
Yeah.
You know,
so many choices.
Yeah, jot some stuff down. Maybe work on your, invest in your 401k a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in Hero Basement, except find progression.
Hey, you know, nobody said the only guarantee you get is you will find something. Nobody ever told you what it was going to be.
Right?
All right, so Hitman,
Ice Palace. Yeah.
Yep.
Bombo's at the ready. Yeah.
He's doing the thing. Oh, he hasn't done Hobo, but he doesn't need to.
I thought he did.
No, he skipped it. Chaser did it.
I thought Hitman went into.
I thought I remember.
I'm pretty sure I saw Hitman go into the waterfall and then run out and then go to Hobo.
Maybe. I mean, I thought one of them for sure skipped it, but.
Well, it's not important anyway. So even if he did, he never has to.
Right. So, anywho, we're in our third. We're in Ice Palace. You know, no Samaria, so this is going to be a bit more, take a bit longer, but can finish.
Yeah, this is probably I have nowhere to go and I must do dungeons check.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another. Yeah.
Damn, this is really going nicely for Hitman. He might have to just do a single run through of this. If he's lucky.
Well, Vice Palace, he'll single dip Ice Palace.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like he single dip Pod as well, which would be huge.
That was going to require a big key to Pod being somewhere not completely dumb. I mean, we got plenty of small keys. We know the small keys lead directly to that GTB. With 6 of them.
Right. So.
I wish I was this cool to do Argus like this. My thumbs do not move that way anymore. They are large and clumsy.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right. With my hand, with these old meat hooks.
Well, me in general, just large and clumsy.
Yeah.
Ice Palace bomb jump height. We did it.
All right. So
everyone, get excited. Start celebrating your Ice Palace bomb jump. Crack open a beer. Pop open the champagne. Drink responsibly.
Like Chaser's got the same idea. He's making a beeline towards
Ice
Palace as well.
Yeah. That's not done Dark Death Mountain yet though.
No.
Also the lack of small keys in this dungeon is really kind of annoying.
Yeah.
We do have a hook shot which puts this in logic.
Right.
Also, this room is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I really don't like that room.
There's just a bunch of splitting raspberries all over the place.
I know. All right, so we got some more checks here.
Yeah. Although, also, I'm not really a fan of the Ice Palace Pepto Pink technology we got going on here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not pretty, but at least my stomach feels pretty good.
Yeah. Got to work through these things. $20.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I
that
was I
simple.
was I was wondering why we weren't finding those.
That
Funny, funny, funny.
simplifies matters a bit for Hitman and for Chaser, although,
Honestly,
um,
the complicated part is over. The reason you'd want
yeah,
the small keys is already done. So thanks, Slice
right.
Palace.
Hey,
That was it. That room was it.
the scene threw us a bone.
I guess you can do
It's,
iced tea room a little easier now.
yeah. It's like the scene's had enough. It's like, okay, enough of our knock jokes. We'll give you a
Right.
dad joke instead.
Yeah, right. This is a grape flavored room right here. It looks refreshing and grape flavored.
Yeah. All right, nice bomb jump there by Coin Chaser. All right, next and
Key to pod. Yeah, that's key to pod.
Wow, pod. You know, that's really good. I'm Hitman in great shape here.
Yeah. Does he go to the gym? Does he work out?
Yeah.
Does he lift? Does Hitman lift? I bet he lifts. I bet he can. I bet he can bench like 300 pounds.
I'll have to ask him afterwards.
Yeah. Like, hey, do you lift? Also, GG.
Lift Man, yeah. The new Mega Man Robot Master. Lift Man.
That was Guts Man. Is that? Oh my God! It is Pod.
Oh, the big key to Pod.
One and done. Let's go. I love the early Pod play from Coin Chaser. I do. I really respect it, and it's like it usually is a good idea. I was having this discussion with Homemade Beers in chat right now. I think it was at SGL. We were talking about going to Pod. Like single dipping Pod is a luxury.
Yes.
And you should not expect to do it every single time. But sometimes you just shove everything in your face and say, "Hey, go get this GT big and never come back, please. I hate you.
Yeah.
I want you out of my dungeon." I mean, obviously we're on a Pod next from Hitman. Right. And maybe from Coin Chaser as well. Might be going back there too.
I would think. I mean, he's already done like 3/4 of the dungeon. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, it's the only direction this dungeon has given us. What was it, like 2 small keys and the big key?
Yeah.
Which I think is like, was that all 6? Have we found all 6?
I think we've seen all 6. Yeah. I think Hitman got one, Chaser did, and vice versa. But yeah, I think we've seen all 6 of them.
Well, Coin Chaser has one in Pod.
Sharna just pointed out that, one is in Pod. So, yeah, we've seen all of them then.
Yeah. So, Hitman's not going to miss that GT big. And Coin Chaser is going to go back to Pod and clear it out. So, nobody's missing anything in Palace of Darkness today.
Nope.
Nobody's missing anything.
Yeah, this... so, it's a 3-2... Hitman is... Ooh. Oh, is he...
He was playing cross keys for a second.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Does Coin go back for the big chest? I mean, you kind of have to, and we're not at the stage where you're really, doing these kinds of skips.
I mean, Coin Chaser's routing has been aggressive, but I don't think he's been skipping anything.
No.
I mean, both of them know their tournament life is on the line here. So
right.
pull out all the stops, play your game to the best of your ability, and hope it works out. Because there's really nothing else you can do. Yeah, Hitman's walking in here with 5. He's feeling pretty good about this whole dungeon. The one and done full clear is incredibly rare.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's unheard of, but it is not common at all. Especially with a mirror, like, jeez.
Yeah, not with these settings. No, you wouldn't go in expecting that. So, Chaser ties it up at 3-3, 52-29. The routing has been actually quite different overall, but in the end, they've pretty much ended up at the same place, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's a very illusion of choice level C. There's nothing in that one. We
Yeah.
know we know the juicy bit is in the back.
And Coin Chaser's gonna finish what he started with Zora and get that big key to Swamp.
Yeah, well, it's Meyer.
Oh, it's Meyer. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meyer is a swamp, right? Two
Yeah.
ways of saying the same thing.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's a shame you didn't get that splash to lead off. That must feel really bad, especially at a time like this. Like you do not want you do not want to lose that advantage like that.
No, and yet not fatal by any means, but yeah, that's not a good feeling at all.
I mean, it's taking some extra time from Coin Chaser, who's one already routed to pod and will now need to route back.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the fact that Hitman was able to just do that, not have to think about it, never come back, and is single dipping pod here, so making up a good chunk of time.
By a different route, but yeah, he looks like he's going to do Helma first and get that off the books, and then do the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah. Once again, this is Link to the Past Randomizer Main Tournament Group A. This is a tiebreaker for second place. So the winner of this will advance to the bracket stage of the tournament, and the loser will have to watch. Both of these runners are 3-3 in their group, which I believe is 2C plus was the big takeaway here from this group. All right, so he's gonna check this chest.
Yeah. Chaser did quite a bit of the dungeon, but was kind of all over the place in terms of completion. Big chest is still also elusive as well.
Yeah, Hitman's gonna have a much cleaner route through this.
Yeah. Hitman gets a compass to desert and grabs, and that also, of course, makes Pyramid Fairy in play as well.
This is our second red crystal, yes.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about that.
So our runners, that very likely after they're done here, well, I think Hitman knows that. I don't think Chaser knows that.
I think Chaser did a map check, so we saw that pod was a red crystal.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm pretty sure he knows that. Pretty sure he knows that he has a red crystal. I think at some point he's pressed the start button and seen that Hera was done and had a red crystal.
Yeah, chat saying Chaser had 6 on the map, so he should know then.
Yeah.
All
right, no further progression in here beyond the GT Big Key, though. So
no.
Well, we have that Desert Small, but we can't use it yet. We still have Smith Chain undone. We have Agina's Cave undone. And that's it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot left right now.
No. Yeah, that's it. Flute, Fire Rod, really, or Flute, Fire Rod, or Cane of Samaria is what we're looking for now.
Yeah, Flute, I think, opens the seat up the most right now, so that might be the next item coming up.
Yeah, in the short term, it does. Yeah, because that does open up a lot of checks. I
would have loved to have seen Hitman's face upon finding that key, because whoa, that is a place for that.
Yeah, chat's asking someone to do Hera Basement. Yeah, Hitman did.
Yeah, there was a whole thing about it.
Yeah, what a thing it was.
Yeah, I was able to diversify my bonds while they were over there. So
Yeah. All right, so Hitman is he's gonna go make us go
mushroom.
straight to bomb. Yeah, not a bomb vendor. He's gonna
Oh
knock
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Dude, a drug deal afterwards is probably on the table, but this is definitely the right play.
Is he using a Heisenberg Sprite?
Yeah, a little
Is that what
bit
that is?
actually. Now you think about it.
Can't leave that behind. Or you can if you like want to cross the screen. Okay, so he's setting this trick up. Kind of sketchy. Think he meant it. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that would have been annoying to lose.
our tracker, Dark Sharna, is asking, does the King of Hyrule know how big the black market is in Hyrule?
Oh, he
Nope,
did.
that's why he got. That's why he got deposed.
Who do you think that Stalfos on the throne is? Wow, there's nothing here. That surprised me.
Yeah, just a bottle. Actually, that makes 4 bottles, so we're all set there. Hitman's gonna head northeast to do that deal and come off anyway, very disappointed.
No, Coin Chaser's gonna find the progression on Smith Chain because that's where it is. Or either that or there's a flute just chilling in a Gina's cave, which nobody has done yet.
Yeah, the last location, right?
I mean, yeah, there's really no reason that can't be there. There's plenty of reasons not to do it, but there's no reason nothing will be there.
I'm voting for the book. I want more.
Oh, Samaria. Ooh, okay.
Well, that Turtle Rock now in play.
Sure is. We can get in there. We have plenty of keys for it.
So Coin Chaser. Looks like he's kind of thinking the same thing. He's heading westbound towards Kakariko.
I mean, it's all that's left.
Yeah, 10 arrows. Coin Chaser has not done. He's not done magic. Oh, maybe he did. I don't remember.
Pretty sure he. Yeah, he did. He did the magic bath.
Okay, he did. He did. Okay.
I don't know if he's done K45 yet.
I think he did.
Oh, he has. Okay, we're just going this way for reasons. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this actually ties in very nicely with the Gina too. So.
Yeah, if he wants to do that, you can just go right there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now's the time to do it.
Well,
there's the map of East Town.
Yeah, just what we always wanted.
Indeed. So we're not going to Regina's cave. All right.
It's odd. Or is he going to do the bomb?
He's doing the ferry. It's the ferry. Yeah, time for the ferry.
Yeah. So we're at the 1 hour mark, and like I said, despite all the route divergences, our runners have pretty much ended up in the same place. It's a 4-4 tie. I guess like the one key difference in terms of routing so far is Hitman's done Dark Death Mountain, Coin Chaser has not.
Yeah. I have to assume that's coming.
I would think.
Yeah, because Turtle Rock is the next thing.
Exactly. Unless Agina actually does have the flute or a fire rod and suddenly Hitman's like, yeah, I'm doing something else.
If Agina has anything, this race, and Hitman checks it right here, that turns this race right up on its head.
Exactly.
Just right up on it.
And
He's
he
going.
is doing it.
All right,
He's
well,
doing
we'll
the
see.
thing. Yep. Book, fire rod. We got our first desert ledge check. Just a lot of big love.
Yeah. This is the last Sphere 1 check, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's been emptied out. I don't actually expect this to be anything, but if this is something,
If this is something,
like, if this is fire rod, then Coin Chaser will have to just come back here and get bottleneck to it. But
fire rod, Book of Medora, something.
Yeah, it's just money. Okay.
It's red, but not the red we want.
Right. All right. So we've completely exhausted everything except for Turtle Rock, and all paths have led here.
Exactly, yeah. Coin Chaser might do some of the other checks right beforehand just to clear that off.
Right. I expect that to be coming right about now. It's like what Yogi Berra always said. When you come to the fork in the road, take it.
Yeah. Alright, so Ether was the answer. Not that it really mattered. We got
it really didn't,
within 40 minutes, but see if he goes straight in or if he's gonna... Yep, he's gonna...
I mean, yeah, you fish for the fire rod a little bit, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and especially, Chaser, you're like, well, where's my fire rod?
I'm looking at our health again, and we still only have like 8 hearts here.
I know,
Spike Cave is possible. But
with all the bottles, with all the blue goo they've been picking up, yeah, why not? And I think they feel a lot. They feel a lot better if they had blue cane or a magic cape, but one can't be picky at this point. All right, so Hitman is first into TR proper.
We can make it logically as far as Laser Bridge.
Right.
Oh, we're not doing the first chest?
What's he...
I guess he forgot he doesn't have a fire rod.
Yeah, sorry, Hitman. Wisely nopes out of there like that.
That's just habit.
Yeah, that's just a slight brain fart. So now we're basically in sync again.
It's a nice way of saying raw time loss.
Yeah. Like. All right. There's the compass to GT. In case you lost count, you'll have that on your your hands.
Yeah. Oh, Flute's gonna be in here, right?
Something's got to be in here.
It's not gonna be both fire rod and ice rod. That would be crazy.
It would be. Wouldn't be nearly as much fun either.
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, so this is our bottleneck here. There's nothing left.
Yeah, it's this or Spike Cave, and Spike Cave is just crazy.
Yeah.
So they're skipping the big key chest for the moment, and are gonna circumvent.
I think this might be one of those situations where I may actually want to open that chest, but I think what I do. Okay, here's what I do. What I do is I get to Laser Bridge, right?
Yeah.
And then if I don't find anything at Laser Bridge, I take a Death Warp, and then I check Lava Chest. And if there's nothing in there, I just scum the key.
Right. Makes sense. So I'm gonna do Mimic Cave first.
We are in perfect parity, by the way.
I love it.
Yeah.
just money.
Nice coin chaser for confirming that dashing out of there is faster. There's your flute.
All right. Well, there's our progression.
Yeah, our path is very clear. We have a full clearable desert and a full clearable mire.
Yes, indeed. We got ourselves a race, an execution race now.
Yeah, there's no room for divergence right now, although that might change in the immediate future.
Yeah, unless Fire Rod pops up here, then they might. But even then, that's really, that's not really going to change the dynamics too much.
No, if Fire Rod's in here, you just go to the front.
Yeah. All right, so got 4 checks on Laser Bridge. What's it going to be, folks?
I think we've already seen what we're going to find in here.
Yeah. Love. Compass.
That sounded like money. Yeah.
Laser Bridge strikes out.
All right, so Coin Chaser not taking the Death Warp, neither is Hitman. So we're not checking the lava chest, which is fine. Nothing says you have to check that.
Misclick there by Hitman. You have to do another save and quit.
We gotta turn this thing on.
The goose is loose and the swan is gone.
Yeah, that little sync up we had at about Mimic Cave, you could see how Coin Chaser, despite having a few more unceremonious and non-serendipitous routing, his execution is caught up a little bit here, like seconds, seconds on the minute, minutes on the hour.
Yeah, no, his execution's definitely been a little sharper overall.
Yeah.
All right, Meyer Shed leads off here. Well, we got that compass to Meyer now, so now we have easy counting tracking.
Woohoo! Yippee!
Yeah.
Desert first. Desert first.
Yeah. Yeah, big love. That's love has been was somewhat abundant early, but we haven't really been feeling it since.
I could say the same thing about life in my 40s versus my 20s.
Yeah. Well, $20 on that pedestal, no dice.
I like how you just glossed over a mild midlife crisis I just had. You're like, well, yeah, well.
No. It didn't seem to be a good answer to that remark in any form.
I'm kidding. All right, so the question is, what's next? We have both rods we're looking for. We still need Thieves Town big key, Eastern Palace big key, and one Castle Tower small key.
Yeah. Well, there's the big key. There's the big key to Eastern. That takes care of that.
I guess that would be next then.
Probably, unless after they run the double here.
Right. Well, we know this whole area is next. This Mire Desert double thing going on here. We still don't know. Do we know where our non-green pendants are, by the way? Do we have any information on that at all?
No, none. We've been running nothing but crystals, which is kind of amazing.
We know Skull Woods is one, but between Between Eastern Desert, Mire, TR, and Thieves Town. We don't know where the other two are. I guess well, this is a crystal. This is a crystal. It says so in the corner.
Right. I assume Turtle Rock's got to be one of them. Based on our trackers, looks like Eastern and TR might be the other two PEDs.
Well, I don't know about TR. For all we know, it's a pendant that Ice Ride's just chilling out in GT. You know, it's sometimes just really obvious who practices NMG and who doesn't.
Yeah.
There are tells, you know?
So, Coin Chaser with the overall lead, but not by much. Not even 20 seconds difference.
There you go. Thieves Town and Turtle Rock.
All right. So, Coin Chaser gonna do Checkerboard Cave. I think Hitman's probably gonna do the same thing. $50.
I'm not sure why you do this before Misery Mire. Maybe you're just looking for a fire rod?
Could be. Hitman's gonna reset the position and then go straight into Mire.
Oh, is he doing this to set up spooky action? I wonder. That was the only reason I can think to actually do that.
Yeah. Because what if Fire Rod was here this whole time? Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah. I see the thought process behind it. And I can't fault it.
No.
I really can't. Almost a very important medallion in this seed, it seems.
Yeah, it's opened the doors for 2 dungeons.
Yes, that fire rod is still, you know, incommunicado. MIA. AWOL.
And there are still several places. Hell, it could be in Eastern for all we know.
Well,
that's probably the...
Honestly, it could be in Ganon's Tower.
It could be.
Because both dungeons that require the fire rod are pendants.
Right. Another GT small key.
Those have been rare. That's our second one, I think.
That's what our tracker's got 3 for Hitman. So.
Okay. So never mind.
But
wow.
What he's checked that.
Well, how we've really lined up again, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Bombs. A small key to Skull, nothing to write home about.
All right, so I just took a moment to think, and it looks like the seed is putting us on a direct course now with Ganon's Tower, because now we have Eastern Palace completable, right? We just finished Desert.
Yeah,
that's done. Right. This is our last crystal. The other pendants, the other 3 dungeons are all pendants: Thieves Town, Skullwoods, and Turtle Rock.
Correct.
So upon finishing this and Eastern Palace, it looks like Ganon's Tower is our next play. So I actually wonder if Hitman or Coin Chaser just don't bother with the cutscene chest, because technically it's not in logic without 3 keys.
That seems to be what they're thinking as well.
Yeah, I think both are opting to not do it, or at least are going to come back to it.
From based on what we're seeing here, yeah, they're not going for it.
Yeah, I think if you were going to do it, you'd have done it by now in a sanity seed.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything there, both Coin Chaser and Hitman are skipping it, so nobody's getting the winning end of that deal. Or maybe both are.
Both are going to have to be a little careful with Vitreous. And yeah, they got Gold Sword now, but 10 and 11 hearts, and they both have blue mails, so Vitreous hits. If they're, I'm sure they got their timing right and all of that. You just got to be careful, like that.
Yeah, this is where you. Oh my goodness! Oh no!
I jinxed it.
Commentator's curse. We did not have a fairy. Oh, that is very, very bad for Hitman.
That's brutal. So Chaser now definitely in the lead here.
Do you recall a statement I made earlier, Proa?
Vaguely.
Do you see what I'm getting at here? What is the number one cause of losses I have seen doing commentary for races? Do you recall what I said?
No.
Started with an H.
Hubris.
Hubris.
Yes. Hubris. Yes.
He's sitting there. Yeah. Hitman highlighting that blue bottle he had in his inventory right there just now.
Yeah.
You are never too good for your potions.
No. Yeah, it's like it was just like I think it was just some movement I think threw him off, and it was like and everything just kind of spiraled there.
Yeah, he took a few unnecessary hits from the eyes, and then at the worst possible moment found himself in the acid pit with 1 heart, and then that did it. There was no escaping that.
No.
You may have been able to pull out your bottle in time, but I think it just hit him before it was able to register it. And that's putting him minutes behind now, where he was just literally seconds ahead just not short time ago. Maybe he thought he had a fairy. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit.
He might have. I mean, I know one of the bottles had a bug in it, but whatever the case may be, I know he's back and he's going to do it again.
Yeah, hit the pool and then dive into the eyes. And, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, so Hitman's gonna get his 6th dungeon off the books, but that unfortunate death to Vitreous has opened the race up a bit, but a lot of game left to be played.
Sure, but and my thinking right now is that there's not much that left in the seed as far as decision making goes. There's not a lot of room for decision making left in the seed.
No, right? That's true.
You're going to go to Ganon's Tower, and then there's really not many options you have to go from there.
No.
You might even find your go mode in there.
You might. And yet, so 122.13 for Chaser, getting Eastern, so 7-6 lead. Hitman racing up the stairs to Eastern.
All right, so let's take stock briefly of what exactly we need to finish. We need both rods. That's 2 things. Thieves Town Big Key. Castle Tower Small Key. So at least 4 things. Maybe 5, depending on what's in the Turtle Rock big key chests.
Mm-hmm.
We may need another Turtle Rock small key for that.
Right.
So at least 4, but at most, I don't know. Depends on what's in Skull's big chest or
Yeah.
For the most part, though, Ganon's Tower is all we got, and that's going to be our answer. That's it. It's
Chad pointed out that Chaser, might waste time doing the Hera coffee break, and
you might do that, or you might find everything you need on just in the basement of GT, and then you're done.
Right, and yeah, it's back to that little old game of volume here.
Yeah. So there's still a chance for Hitman to come back if he just lands exactly where he needs to go.
Right. 27 checks versus 1. And we also still have Spike Cave. Nobody's done Spike Cave yet.
Nobody has done Spike Cave. We have had scarcely little resources in order to get that done.
Right.
So let's go ahead and throw Berna and Cape up on the list of things we might need here.
Yeah. And clean 1 cycle there for Hitman, so he gets a little time back there as Chaser had to wait a little bit on the Armas.
Yeah, any timed hitmaking game right now is crucial.
So there's our red mails, so we're all set there. $124.28. Oh, he can't do this.
He can, but we'll need a different method of setting that up.
Yeah. So
now both runners have thought they've had the fire rod for different reasons in different places.
Yeah.
It's amazing the habits we form when
I know.
It's like Coin Chaser went that route and I didn't even think about it myself. I'm just like, oh, he's going to the right side. I'm like, wait a second. We're now almost an hour and a half into this and we still don't have the fire rod. Which is probably not in this room. But it'd be funny if it were.
Yeah. Nice little health boost there for Hitman, you gotta go that way.
Yeah, right? We just suddenly buffed up here. Yep, there it is.
There's the fire rods. So
very close to being hilarious, but like I said, this game's just sucky jokes.
Yeah, really. All right,
scratch that off the list.
So that knocks down Skull Woods.
That's 4 key locked, by the way, so we need another GT small.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's one in tile room.
You take that gamble.
Yeah, Incoherent in chat is pointing out something that's pretty pertinent. It's like this is a very strong filter.
Yeah.
For GT here. It's like the seed is filtering its way. The seed, GT is filtering the seed in a way I've never seen before.
Yeah, you're right.
It's bottlenecked here, and then it's like, yeah.
It's like you don't even think about it that way, but that's absolutely right.
Right, like all three pendants are locked behind this. I mean, you think about it all the time when you play 80 keys, but it's never actually come to pass like that, you know?
Small key to TR. So...
That's number 4. So now we can do lava chest without worry if we really want.
Yeah.
GT small key in this chest.
Just more love.
I need that. If it's not here, it either has to be in the climb or in tile room, right?
I would think.
Very well done.
Takes care of it with 1 arrow to spare.
Oh,
There's
the
Cassatar, another key to Mire, and a key to Ice Palace, which the last two we don't really care about.
Right. So that means there could be a key to GT in Misery Mire.
Could be.
Yeah, so best not to think about that. We don't actually need that.
Yeah, let's go back to Mire. Yes, that's exactly what we all want.
I mean, you could.
Okay, Coin Chaser is going to do the tile room.
Yes, I did mention the GT big key, GT small key could be on the climb. We're just looking for an ice rod so we can do Turtle Rock before a climb. That's what Coin Chaser wants to see right now.
Nope, he gets love though.
Yeah. Well, now that ice rod could be air like crap.
I know.
Jeez, that could be a TR. That could be in Mire.
Yeah, it's like the great cliche, the end game of an ice rod end game.
Right. This mode has 4 ice rods in it, and our literal ice rod is the ice rod.
Alright, so now Coinchaser is going to finish what he started. Big key to Thieves Town.
Oh, so no ice rod.
Well, he's making the climb anyways, so...
Yeah. Not checking Hera Basement either. I mean, if you're skipping Mire cutscene chest, you're not going to do Hera Basement right now.
No. But then again, remember, we saw this in another race, arrows.
Yes. But Coin Chaser is clipping the way things need to be clipped. But this is an unfortunate case of resources running thin at an inopportune time. There you go. I definitely would have picked up those arrows.
Yeah, we've seen arrows decide a race already in this tournament, so... Those of you listening, we got some GoldenEye 007 music today. Outstanding.
I wonder if Hitman is going to skip the cutscene, like the tile room, excuse me.
Looks like he did it the first already, so, you know... Oh,
that was the book? Okay.
Hitman's noping out of here.
Yeah. He's gonna check that. He's gonna check that ether tablet.
Might as well. You're here.
There's pretty much no better time. If this is anything, this Hitman better hope this has something. Ah, that's too bad. Okay.
Wrong blue item.
Indeed. This basically comes down to who finds the ice rod first, but even then, Coin Chaser has, let's see, how much, like, how many minutes? Like 2? Maybe 2?
Yeah, it was about a 2-minute gap, about 2 minutes and 15 seconds after on their Eastern completions. But he'll get some time. He will get some time here with the mimics.
Like, if you do that mimic clip correctly, you could actually save time.
Right, but I know it's a fairly tricky thing to accomplish.
A little bit. Alright. Our tracker has conveniently put a timestamp on the Lambo fight, so we can get a comparison.
Yep, thank you for that. Yeah, based on this, I'd say, yeah, it's still gonna be about a 2-minute difference. There's the magic cape.
Now we can do Spike Cave, right?
Sure.
Yes, indeed, is fun times. Big key to Skullwoods. Right. That was our last. That was our last one. Yeah, right.
Yep, we're clear on the ice rod for go mode.
Just straight up.
And
133.31.
Yeah,
not yet.
About 90.
133.35. Yeah.
So 1 minute 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Roughly. So that So skipping skipping tile room definitely got him some time back. Ooh, I think that was a double.
That was a double.
Okay. That I don't know. It looks like at least a single.
I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I heard noises, but that's all. That sounded like a single.
He's gotten blue balled twice.
We've been getting green balled this entire race.
Well, but it looks like it was a 2-1-1-2, so worked out pretty well for Coin Chaser. Is out at 134.25.
If this ice rod is in Misery Mire, that's going to be really funny for me. It's going to really suck for both of these guys.
Yeah, like
funny.
Coin Chaser, I think, got the right idea. He's just going to do this Castle Tower. I think he's going to just run the double here.
Yeah, because if you do this now, once you're done with all the rest of the dungeon, you can just save and quit and be right back here.
Right.
So just go ahead, get it done, move on. You're past the point where you need to really scum anything, so
right.
Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time.
Yeah. So Hitman working his way up GT. Near just 2 rooms to go. Nice. That room always drives me nuts. Nice double there by Hitman to start it off. Ooh, just missed the double.
Yeah, those blue balls really make it difficult sometimes.
And another single there.
Looks like we're getting another 2-1-1-2 here.
Nope.
Commentator curse. All right.
Not nearly as bad as mine, so... There it is. So, Aga 2 down. Now we get to face Aga 1. Out the door at 136.22, so just under a 2-minute difference. All right, Chad, how many blue balls we getting in Aga 1 fight? I'll say 4.
I care not to guess.
We got a 15 from our tracker, because
15.
being a smart ass.
This guy. Man, y'all really love numbers guessing games, huh?
Oh yeah. There's one. So that was regular. Two. Looks like it's going to be 2.
Until this one. All right, 2. All right. Cool. Whoever said 2, we can be friends.
Leave me alone, said 2.
Okay, then fine. We don't have to be friends if you want to be left alone. Thieves Town? Thieves Town. It would have to be Thieves Town.
It would have to be, yeah. Run this double out, yeah. Between this and Skull Woods.
What are the worst places for the ice rod? There's not many places left, but is Meyer cutscene chest the worst place for that?
Yeah, at this point,
Turtle Rock is bad.
Spike Cave would be pretty bad.
Spike Cave would be pretty bad. You know what? You know what would be really funny that nobody is looked at?
Pedestal.
Pedestal might be it can't be pedestal. It can't possibly be pedestal because of
that's
Turtle
true.
Rock, right?
That's true.
But nobody. I don't think anybody's looked at Bumper Ledge.
No, Bumper Ledge. I think got checked. It wasn't
come
anything.
On. Ruined my fun. Okay, fine. When I didn't see
Bombos. Nobody's checked Bombos.
Nobody checked Bombo's tablet. Nobody checked Bombo's tablet. I forgot we had that book.
Yep. Well, Hitman sure did, because that was the first thing he did after he got
Literacy. I mean, I think that was the right call. You do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no question.
But yeah, Coin Chaser's been playing a lot more aggressive, and it's kind of been showing up here, and the only real reason Hitman is behind is because of that really untimely death on Vitreous, and it's looking like that's going to be the difference in this race, is that death on Vitreous.
It seems so. It's about a 139.44, so it remains about a 2-minute difference. We now reach the end game here. Well, that's not the blue item we were looking for.
Time to go to Spike Cave, probably.
Or Sahasrahla. He's had the ice rod all along.
This is one of the worst rods I think I remember seeing in 80 keys in a long time.
So we got a route divergence here. Hitman's going straight into Thieves Town. And Chad also pointing out, Coin Chaser lost his shield. I don't know how much that's going to make a difference. That's unfortunate, but...
it'll probably make it better.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
It's true. We can get that shield back on Lumberjack.
Yeah, if you really wanted. Another blue item we're not looking for.
So if this is already in its crescendo, this race. It's already hitting the end of it here. So unfortunately, I think the only way Hitman can come out of this ahead is if the ice rod is in a really inconvenient place.
Yeah,
and I don't mean the back of a Volkswagen.
Well, but yeah, we're down to like just the last few checks here. It's got to be a one-off, and he's got to get it to it first, and Chaser's got to.
There it is. Yeah.
Or it's just there. It's just there. Forget it.
Yeah.
So he technically is in go mode first, but. That's not going to matter.
No, if Coin Chaser has to... He's going to have to take back that death that Hitman had on Vitreous in some way. Like maybe a Ganon fall or another.
Yeah.
I mean, if Coin Chaser just plays it straight and keeps his execution as sharp as it's been for most of the seed and no mishaps go, this is, yeah, he's just got this race by about a minute, maybe two.
Yeah. All right, there goes Blind at 1:43:17.
Because Hitman still needs to do Skull Woods.
Correct.
And they both need to go finish TR.
Very late completion for Thieves Town. A lot of other modes, this is like the first or second thing you do.
Yeah, the seed kind of... The seed made it happen. The seed made it this way.
Yeah. All right, so Hitman's gonna have a straight shot to Mothula.
Like, when you really think about it, there's really not a lot of room for personal choice in this seed. It kind of just strings you along the whole way through. It's a very incremental kind of progression.
Yeah.
Where you start, it gives you everything you need for the mountain, and then you get the stuff on the mountain, and then you eventually get bottlenecked to the Eastern Palace, and then you go to the Dark World, and what do you have after the Dark World? Well, you're pushed into Swamp Palace, and then Swamp Palace just pushes you to Ice, and then Ice pushes you to Pod, and it just kind of doesn't leave a lot of room for choice.
No, there was a startling amount of linearity in this seed overall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, more than I had expected off of settings like this, but
and it culminated into that really hard filter in Ganon's Tower that just put like a big chunk of the seed directly behind it, and at that point it just you get the stuff in GT and just go do the stuff you haven't done, then you're finished. There's the rest of your stuff right there, like four things. Yeah.
So 58-second difference on grabbing their last dungeon item. So there's a 1 minute difference right now between our runners going into TR. So not over yet. Execution is going to be critical. Coin Chasers had the better of that throughout the race, which is what kept him in with all the route divergences and even double dipping Pod.
Really, it just boiled down to that death and misery mire.
It did. That was the real breaking point, because the health had not been abundant until really that point in the race.
Yeah, it just really goes back into the point I made about the linearity of the seed, where normally, like that kind of death, you can kind of make up the time for with some good routing and some fortunate checks. But this seed puts you on such a specific path that if you fall behind at any time, you need to hope your opponent does the same.
Yeah, and that's not usually a winning strategy. Is hope like hell my opponent makes a terrible mistake.
Right,
and
I know.
Especially at this stage of the tournament, because your opponent is going to be quality no matter who they are.
Like it's a group tiebreaker. I mean, both Hitman and Coin Chaser are, they're both perfectly eligible to have advanced here.
Exactly.
They're both the kind of people who can get to the bracket stage and maybe even win the tournament. I mean, that's a really steep hill to climb. You say that anybody can win this thing if you're good enough. But we're at this level where, this is the best of the best.
Okay, so
not quite enough of an execution flub to really matter there.
Yeah, no. answer chat's question. I believe it's if you lose, you're out. No, I don't know. I don't know if there's a consolation tournament or something. I don't think so. All right, so here we go. Do we get silvers? No, we don't.
Well, maybe we'll get a good enough clue from Ganon to tell us where those are. But yeah, Hitman is like not far behind here. Really not.
He'll be about 50 seconds back, I'd say. Did you get silvers in Misery Mire? Yeah,
Misery Mire would be crazy. All right.
Not going for the 0 cycle. So a ball is really all that can really save Hitman at this point.
It would be absolutely catastrophic.
Yes, it would. No silvers, so you do have to be on point with your execution.
The gold sword will make this pretty much academic.
Yeah, 149.31, so 63 seconds.
Whoa, that's an ambitious placement.
Okay, got the all good
Well,
with the.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see where the silvers are.
No. Hitman should be able to tell us.
Yeah, really close here.
Yeah.
It's a real big shame that Hitman took a death on Vitreous because without that, like, could you imagine how close this would be? Yeah, he'd probably be winning here.
Yeah.
Damn. I hate to see that level of, oh my gosh.
Get out the GGs for Coin Chaser. He's going to move on to the bracket stages, finishing with an official race time of 1:50.39.
What a close race.
Yeah.
They were in TR.
Oh, probably the big chest or the I think they both skipped that.
The big key chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lava chest, yeah.
Yeah. So Hitman just finishing up here. And we are joined by our winner of today's match, Coin Chaser, GG.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations on advancing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, he was telling me in Race Room that he had died to Vidi, so that definitely makes up that
literally the difference between you two. Yeah. You guys were, the scene, as I was mentioning right before you came to this interview, this seed was a pretty linear for an 80 key seed. It didn't leave a lot of room for personal routing or making skips and things like that. It kind of puts you on a path, and that path is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, you guys synced up a lot. Like you guys had different routes and just ended up bottlenecking several times throughout the seed, and just meeting in the same places around the same time. I think at least three different times.
Yeah.
I look forward to watching that back. That's great.
Yeah, it was fun to watch until unfortunately the real deciding factor was that death on Vitreous from Hitman. That was
the health was not quite abundant for either of you going into that, and it was just a couple of bad hits, and then it just kind of spiraled. I think Hitman had 10 hearts at the time, you had 11, and your execution was much cleaner on Vitreous, and you were able to maintain about a 1 minute lead, 1 to 2 minute lead the rest of the way as you were running the gamut. And luckily for you, I mean, Ice Rod being where it was, kept it from turning into a last location end game.
Yeah, no, I was definitely biting my nails and saying like, well, what am I gonna do after if it's not in Thieves Town? And I think I
Right.
would have went with the Ether Tablet, Hera
Yeah.
Basement, and then into TR and done Spike Cave
Yeah.
afterwards, personally.
Hitman actually did basement and ether.
Oh,
So
okay.
he didn't do tile room in GT, but he did do those two checks. So if it hadn't been that, I think probably his next move, I assume, probably would have been Bombos at that
Ramos
point.
tablet, turn in the green pendant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Pendant definitely is a quick one. I don't even know if I would run down to Bombos. I think I'd make the play into TR at that point for 3 checks.
Mm, yeah. I mean,
You're
yeah,
right.
there
You'd hate to be
was.
wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, at that point, and Spike Cave was also on the table. Nobody checked that.
Nobody had the
No.
opportunity to check that. Y'all's health
Right.
was so low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think I had those 2 blue potions for a while, so technically I could have made the attempt.
Yeah.
But
Technically, yeah. So I mean, all things being equal, and I just saw the collection rate. 192 out of 216. So for a seed that took under 2 hours, you guys were very thorough in your checking.
Well, again, like this seed kind of puts you through a heavy bottleneck into Ganon's Tower.
Yeah.
When you're going into Ganon's Tower, you're looking for 4 different things. For God's sake.
Yeah, and the seed was pretty insisting. It really was insisting upon most of it. So, but
yeah,
how did
I
you feel?
agree with that.
Let's see. How did you feel in general about your play throughout?
I felt pretty solid. I was probably a little bit annoyed about not splash deleting on that game, that big key. Fortunately, it was just
Yeah.
Meyer, and it wasn't Thieves Town, because I was shuddering if it was, flippers in the front of Thieves and then go get the big key and come back.
Yeah.
That I was worried
Yeah.
about. So once I saw
Yeah.
Meyer, I was like, okay, that's okay. I could just pick that up after Ice.
Yeah, and then there was the double dip into pod, but that didn't turn out to be too much of a thing, anyways.
No, your early dip into pod was real serendipitous. Like you went in there with 2 keys, and I think you pretty much made out like a bandit. I don't think that could have worked out better for you, other than the big key just being in there, because that was a really aggressive play.
Yeah, I found a key inside, and then I used it on Harmless Hellway and found the GT big, and I was like, well, I hope he doesn't find... Well, we unfortunately did find all 3, the rest of the small keys, but I was like, oh, maybe that could work to my favor if he doesn't have enough small keys.
It very well might have, if like those small keys just weren't littered through ice palace.
I think there were there were 2 in ice, right? That's what I was just going to say.
2 in ice and the big one, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm generally pretty aggressive about going into pod with 2 smalls, especially when I feel like I can't do anything in Thieves Town. I don't have the fire rod for Skullwood, so I'm very quick to rush into that for those 7 or 8 checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty meaty. Sure. Like it's like I mentioned that it's very rare that you don't double dip at Palace of Darkness and a key sanity seed.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally respect that play. Although 2 keys is still sucks.
Yeah, no, it does. I expect to probably just use it in the front and the back. Yeah, it's expected. But you also don't have the big key, so you can give yourself a good excuse to go to the back if you don't finish everything.
I'll just come back later with the big key and everything will be fine, right? I won't be starving for keys ever. That's never happened to me ever, so we're fine, right?
Yeah, exactly. The other thing I was happy about was that I did Smith Chain into Red Bomb before going up the mountain, because that could have been a double dip with the red cane being there. I was wondering if Hitman did that or not.
Yeah, he did the mountain pretty early. There was some divergence here. You guys did different things at different times, but the seed was so linear that no matter what y'all did, you just found yourself together at the same place at the same time.
Yeah,
trading leads. Like what, Hitman was ahead by a minute at one point, you're ahead by 2 another. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch this back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hitman, I think, led for about the first half, and really, I think starting in Desert, and even before Meyer, Desert is when you kind of took the lead, and then what happened in Meyer cemented it for you. So yeah, it was overall a very entertaining match between what you would want to see overall, and the death notwithstanding, what you'd want to see in a tiebreaker.
No, that's great. I look forward to watching it back, and thank you very much for commentating and restreaming and
My,
tracking. I
my pleasure.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I had a
My
really good time
pleasure.
doing this one. Thank you for a good
Yeah.
race.
Great.
Yeah, thanks. And we got two more broadcast races on the docket today at 5:10 Eastern, a Group Y cross hunt match between Incoherent and Coride. And then at 9:10, Group F, another 80 keys with boots, we have J Masher versus Chemo. So keep an eye out for those. The 5:10 is on Speed Gaming 1, the 9:10 is on Speed Gaming 3. So. So thanks all for watching, and thanks again to our trackers for keeping us straight with everything and offering some snarky comments here and there. We appreciate that. And yeah, we'll see you all again soon.
Yeah, have a good one. Stay tuned for some more races and enjoy the weekend.
GG's. Thanks, Cole.